Welcome back, folks. You're back with Dragon Wolf, and we're playing Broken Sword again. And last time we had basically left off at the Baphomet dig site. I think it's a dig site or discovery site or something like that. We didn't really have much information on it, so let's have a wee look.
There was a dumpster full of debris. From the excavation, I guessed.
Hey, you! Get away from my dumpster.
Okay.
He's clearly wearing a t-shirt.
Excuse me, could you help me?
What is it?
I've got a few questions. You're doing a fine job.
Merci. I have my professional pride.
I don't think I've ever seen a Gauloise smoked so stylishly.
It's a natural talent.
I'm being sarcastic.
I'm being indifferent.
You're very good at that as well.
Vive l'indifférence.
Brilliant.
So, what are you doing here?
I am having my break.
Yeah, I mean when you finish your break.
When I finish my break, an interesting concept, monsieur.
You'll probably need to think about it.
I could have another cigarette while I consider. Perhaps tomorrow too.
Lazy sword.
Okay, let me put things differently. What were you hired to do here?
I was hired to keep the archaeological dig in the basement of this building clear of debris, and to touch up damage to the door frames with my little pot of paint. It's a very responsible job. Unfortunately, I'm not a very responsible person.
So what do you know about the excavation?
I know they won't let me in to do my job. I would complain to my union, but
You couldn't be bothered to join.
Right. Tell you what, though, I'm surprised at the sort of people interested in this excavation.
What's unusual about the visitors to the excavation?
What kind of people, I
None of
wonder?
them look like archaeologists to me.
Do you know what an archaeologist looks like?
Three-piece suits, crocodile-eyed attaché cases, Rolex oyster.
But no archaeologist dresses like that.
Quite right, monsieur, quite right.
So, who are they?
Who cares as long as they pay me?
And they've got like the laziest painter they can imagine just as a front.
What does the word Templar suggest to you?
Templar?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Look at my shiny
Have you
cup.
ever seen anything like this?
Yes, it's a communion chalice. I know, you know, I used to be an altar boy.
You?
Yes, me. What's so funny about that?
Nothing.
Everything. I wonder if this guy's been in.
Have you seen this man before?
Yes, he asked me a lot of questions, just like you.
Ah, so he's back in Paris.
I was pretty sure the Shaken Shock had shot its bolt in Syria.
Oh.
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Well, I suppose if there's a good place to use it, it's probably there. I have an intercom.
A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The
Oh,
radiator
a
was
thermostat?
pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall. The doorway was full of assorted old tea chests, cardboard boxes, and so on, all empty and all uninteresting. There was a telephone on the far wall. A guard stood by a door I guessed led to the excavation. He looked pretty pompous. Well, not so much pretty, just
pompous.
Hi? Excuse me?
Oui?
Why, hello?
So, what exactly are you doing here?
I'm guarding. You expect to find me shearing sheep?
Take it easy, I just didn't realize you were a guard. I'd like to know what you're guarding, please.
That's a secret.
It wouldn't happen to be an archaeological site, would it?
Are you asking me or telling me?
I'm telling you.
Then why ask?
I had a feeling this was no normal hole in the ground. It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
I suppose it's company money in it.
What do you know about the Knights Templar? There was a long pause during which the guard said nothing. Then he said,
Nothing.
"Nothing at all?
Is this a test?
What, like a history pop test?"
No, like a test.
Okay, yes, it's a test.
Then I know absolutely nothing about the Templars.
Interesting.
The guard was being amazingly evasive. It was going to take more than goodwill to get past him. Have you seen this man before?
Oh,
You have.
no.
Why the hell are you so scared, son?
I thought better of showing him the chalice. He might be on the conspiracy's payroll, and I didn't want to risk it.
Oui?
A sudden urge to sing. Care to join me?
No, no
No
singing,
singing in
here.
here.
Do you recognize this name?
Merlin. No.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir,
Let's
monsieur.
see. Can I get in here? Will you stop me?
There was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer.
That door's locked, monsieur.
Of course it is.
The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there.
If we turn that down...
I turned the heating off. As I'd hoped, the guard put his gloves on.
And why did you hope for him to put his gloves on exactly?
Do you mind if I use the phone?
Be my guest. I'm paid to guard this door. The phone can look after itself.
The fan?
Hi, Nico?
Georges, what have you discovered?
Nothing yet.
Nothing. Is something wrong?
No.
Georges, why are you calling me?
Oh, no reason. I just wanted to hear your voice.
You did. Well, this is my voice saying, don't bother me, I'm busy.
Oh.
Shut down in flames! Right.
Hi again.
What is it?
I'd like to use the washroom, but the door's locked.
Oh, that's no problem. You can have the key.
Thanks.
Why lock it if you're just going to give the key out? Kind of defeats the purpose. Okay, what we got?
I wasn't about to wash my hands in this place, so I didn't need to dry them. Oh, boy! Dirty soap! How do they do that?
Okay, George. I'm going to guess that we have to do something with the key.
Perhaps I could make a copy of the key.
Very old trick.
The key had made a clear imprint in the soap. The bar of soap had the imprint of a key in it.
Let me guess, plaster of Paris now?
I knew keeping that plaster was a good idea.
Why are you making a... I have no idea why we're making a copy of the
Plaster
key, but it'll be
imprint, I was
interesting.
on the right lines. I had filled the key's imprint in the soap with dry plaster. You
Cool.
can't make a cast without wetting the plaster. But wet plaster alone does not make a cast. I used the dryer
we
to speed
try
up
it.
the process.
Why the hell are you making a change in the key? Changing the key? A copy of the key?
Well, it had taken a while, but I had made myself a completely unconvincing plaster key. Way too fragile to use in a lock. I'd have to substitute it for the real one. Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal. Then again, that plaster statue in Syria hadn't looked like stone until I'd been a bit artful with it. Maybe I could improve the key as well.
Well, yeah. What else have we got? A toilet! Hooray!
Being in a charming comfort station like this made me think fondly of the toilet in Syria. That place was kept in pretty good order. At least, it had been until I vandalized it. Still, it was all for a good cause.
Okay,
The thing
boiler.
felt really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it. I didn't want any coal.
Okay, what can make it look more metal? Shall we use this again?
Maybe
Maybe
not.
not. Okay. Let me think.
Oh boy!
Yeah,
I didn't need to
that's
use the soap again.
Um. Yeah, that fallen. That's everything, I think. Oh, what's this?
I couldn't see any use for a collection of dirt and half bricks.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Are you sure there's nothing in there that you want?
The doorway led to an old utility. There was nothing interesting.
Okay. Talk to the guard again, I suppose.
Hi again.
What is it?
I'm returning your
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Cool.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I couldn't get to the... I'd turned the thermostat all...
Right. So it's got to be outside somewhere, doesn't it? Oh, wait.
Hi, it's me again.
What?
I made this key out of plaster.
How thrilling! How clever!
How pointless.
Pointless.
Be
Let's
seeing you.
see if
What?
I can put the key into the paint.
Hey, monsieur! Get away from my paint pot!
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. Pah!
Gunmetal paint. Interesting. There was a dumpster full of... Hi, it's me again.
What? A greasy tissue. Don't get it too close to my cigarette, monsieur, or there'll be a conflagration.
I have some plaster of Paris.
Amazing.
I've got a sewer key.
I used to work in the sewer.
Oh? What happened?
I had a cigarette break in a pocket of methane. A man of color landed on the other side of the Seine and I was sacked.
Well, that would do it.
Has a guy calling himself Merlin been nosing around?
Was he wearing a t-shirt with "My name is Merlin" on it?
I doubt it.
Then how the hell am I supposed to know his name just by looking at him? Huh?
Okay.
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
What was that?
Oh, darn. I'd left my grappling hook at home. No
Oh, no,
way could I
George.
get up there.
Being facetious does not suit you. Um, done like everything here pretty much. Try phoning Nico again. Or phone Andre maybe. Give us some information.
Cooler.
Hello, Nico. It's me.
Okay,
Hi,
they'll get a
George.
choice.
What's happening?
I'm at the excavation, but they won't let me in.
Damn. We need to know what's in there.
Don't worry. I've got a scheme.
Or just
I'm
ask
gonna need
Nico
your
for help.
though.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
I want you to keep somebody on the phone for a while.
Who?
A painter. I need to get at his pot.
Oh, okay.
Stay on the line. I'll go and get him.
Sounds so aggrieved. Okay. Talk to my
Hi, it's me
journalist
again.
friend.
What now?
You've got a phone call.
For me? Are you certain?
It's a woman. She sounded hot.
What woman? She must be mistaken, monsieur.
Well, she asked for that hunk of a man with the nicotine fingers and his ass hanging out of his pants.
Certainly sounds like me. And it wouldn't do to keep the lady from her unk.
Unk. Unk. Love it. Right. Now we can get this.
A well-used wheelbarrow was sitting by the rubble-filled dumpster.
Apparently not. Okay, I'll use the key and the gunmetal thing.
The painter had a pot of gunmetal gray primer hanging from the barrier. The plaster key had soaked up the paint nicely and now looked pretty convincing. Still felt like plaster, though.
Oh, okay, that's why we get the guy to put the gloves on. So we're clearly going to do the old switcheroo here, aren't we?
Well, monsieur, what a strange woman. She was all over me, and then suddenly, nothing but abuse.
Really?
Why, abuse? Ah well, I have a cigarette to finish. And monsieur, if she calls again, I am not available.
Hi again.
What is it?
Toilet,
I need
please.
to use the toilet again.
Again? Already?
I have this problem. How technical do you want me to get?
Never mind. Here's the key.
Right, I only used it to open this. What else is on said keys?
The door was locked.
I hate how you just can't use a normal key. You know you have the key, open the damn door. Right, so what's on this?
On the keyring was a big old key that looked like it might fit the excavation door.
Right, let's swap your
Now,
keys.
I'd substituted the fake key for the excavation key. It looked okay, but felt false.
This is why we got him to take off his gloves. Sorry, put on his gloves.
Hi again.
What is it?
I held my breath and hoped that he wouldn't notice the substitution. Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Joe buzzer?
No.
Right, so
After the amount of trouble I'd been through to
Yeah,
I
let's not
wasn't
show
about
that.
to share with the guard how clever I'd been. Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
right.
It was the key to the excavation.
He's still in the way. Which is a problem. I wonder if the painter's getting any more dialogue options.
Hi, it's me again.
What?
Key?
That is...
No.
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Maybe I can tell him there's something going on outside?
Hi again.
What is it?
Sewer grate?
This gadget is a sewer key.
So it is.
Uh...
I got this plaster from Ireland.
Not an exciting souvenir.
And now a weird
Look,
grease
a tissue
tissue.
stained with grease paint.
Ah, just what I've always wanted. If you give me that, you can enter through the door.
Really?
Of course not. What would I want with an old tissue?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I wonder if the same gag would work again, just with him.
Hi, Nico. It's me again.
I'd guessed. What do you want this time?
What did you say to the painter?
I shan't repeat it, George.
Look, I need to get the guard out of the way. Could you call back and ask him to get the painter again?
Okay, I'll call back soon.
How can this guard not overhear that? He's literally right next to you on the phone. Why are you leaving? Where are you going?
This looked like a good place to watch things develop.
Hey, you! It's the phone.
Yeah, who is it?
How should I know? What am I, your social secretary?
It's not a chick, is it?
Yes, it's a woman. Are you going to...
Does she have a warm, sensual voice like molten
Melted
chocolate?
chocolate.
Yes, she has a really sexy voice. Now get a move on.
I'm not talking to her.
I can see that. You're wasting time talking to me.
No, you don't understand. I refuse to talk to her.
You refuse. You refuse. I'm wasting valuable time.
Don't make me laugh. Your time valuable? You just stand around all day.
I have a highly responsible job. Pah, don't pah me, you elephantine oaf. My job is important.
Impossible. They would have hired somebody competent in that case.
Meaning what?
Why is he not going in while he's
They
trying
hired
arguing?
a dismal rent-a-cop like you. All epaulette and no brains.
Why, you...
This looked set to carry on for some time. It was too good an opportunity to miss.
Go, George, go! Since you won't actually use the key, let's use the key. Huzzah! The boards.
I couldn't see anything useful to do with the planks.
Excuse me. Ooh, skeleton.
No, thanks. Close up, the pattern didn't make any sort of sense.
Yeah, I bet it doesn't.
It fanned out around an axis point, a kind of focus to one side. There was no doubt about it. It was the same sort of idol I'd seen in Syria, Baphomet. The Templars had certainly been through here.
Is that it? We're just gonna look at it? Oh, there's a trail there. No? Nothing?
Now there's a familiar face.
Okay. Should I do
Now
something with that?
there's
Okay.
Now there.
He's back to his original position, no
Now
doubt.
Close up, it fanned.
Okay, maybe I use the chalice thing on the ground? I have no idea why that would work, but there you go.
Decoded by the curves of the chalice, the image of a church.
That was literally putting two
I
and two
found
together.
out what the chalice was for.
You've solved the puzzle?
Yeah, there was a distorted picture at the Baphomet site. When I viewed it in the polished surface of the chalice, it changed.
What did it show?
A picture of a church with a square tower.
Should I go to said church? Will it be in the map?
I guess I'd better return the chalice to the Countess.
Hurry back, Georges.
Are we going to Spain again? Museum Montfaucon. Back to Spain. So that's what, like 5 flights he's bought or something? So he's got flight from America to France, France to Ireland, Ireland to France, France to Syria, Syria to Ireland. Sorry, Syria to France, and then France back to Spain. Like, dear God, man. Hello, grumpy old man.
Hi there, Lopez. How's tricks?
Senor Stobart, how pleasant to see you. You are well.
Fine, thanks. Is the Countess in?
She is waiting for you. I will show you up.
It's
He's
okay, I
changed
know
his
the way.
tune, hasn't he?
Senor Stobart, I feel I owe you an apology.
No, you don't.
I was impolite on our first meeting.
Look, Lopez, just forget about it. I came on like a snake oil merchant. I wouldn't have trusted me in your shoes.
You do not understand. Finding the chalice has given my lady a new lease of life. It's a marvel. She smiles, she laughs. The tradesmen are saying that she is on the
Oh, that's nice.
So the Countess feels that the curse is lifted.
I would not put it so strongly. Your discovery of the chalice was proof that the Templars never abandoned the de Vasconcelos. It counts for a great deal with my lady.
Okay.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobart.
He's definitely changed his tune. He couldn't be happier now. In we go. Up we go. Hello, Countess.
Senor Stobart, what a pleasure. Please, sit down.
Hi, Countess. The pleasure's all mine. I've brought back your chalice.
Why? You've had it cleaned.
Guess what?
Yeah. I met an obliging priest with a soft cloth.
Have you resolved the Templar mystery?
I've found
No,
your knight.
not yet. I don't even know what it is I'm after.
There are many stories of the knight secreting great wealth away.
Whatever. All I know is I don't want the bad guys to get it.
Ah, to be young and live in a world of moral absolutes.
I discovered something amazing with that chalice. In Paris, I found a church where they recognized the coat of arms. I found the tomb of Don Carlos de Vasconcelos.
You are sure? There can be no mistake?
The coat of arms on the chalice matches the one on the tomb.
Incredible. You have my most profound thanks. I must go there as soon as possible.
Yeah? Well, I'd be happy to show you the city. There's something else that I discovered carved on Don Carlos's tomb. Biblical references.
What are the references, Senor Stobart?
Psalms 32:7.
Oh, she's going to tell
Corinthians-
us what we
I
need to
am
know.
not a good enough scholar to know the Bible chapter and verse. I meant, what are the quotations?
You know, I forgot to ask the priest.
Do we need to go back and talk to the priest?
I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
Bloody well, I need to go back and talk to the priest now, don't I? Well, that's irritating. Oh, this is new. There's extra in here, so. Didn't know I was meant to ask the priest about the things. God damn, he walks slowly.
It was the driveway down. I didn't want...
Okay, so talk to the old dude.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Oh wait,
Catch you
wasn't
later,
there a
Lopez.
Bible on the lectern?
Adios, senor.
There was a Bible on the lectern. It says, take this Bible back to the house. That's a Bible, right?
It was the Spanish Bible,
Yeah, there we go. Well, that was handy. There was a Bible here, wasn't there? Almost like they knew that you wouldn't randomly ask a priest stuff like that.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please.
Here's the Bible from the mausoleum.
Let's just look up Sam's whatever, and John whatever.
Very well. Let us begin. The first reference.
Psalms 32:7.
Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. My hiding place.
Don't get your hopes up too high. This might just be leading us to where we found the chalice.
You are right, of course.
Maybe.
The next.
Okay, John 4:11.
John 4.
I'm glad he remembers it.
Here. The well is deep. The next. Quickly.
Okay. Corinthians 4:5.
Here it is. Will bring to light the hidden things. Any more?
Just one. Psalms again. 22:21.
Save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the unicorns. The last is confusing. Lions, unicorns, what does it mean?
I can't guess.
Salient points seem to be a hiding place and a deep well. In no sense is their mausoleum a well, Senor Stobart.
Is there a well in the grounds?
I do not know. I suppose that there must have been once upon a time. Lopez is the man to ask about anything pertaining to the estate.
I shall go and talk to him then.
I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
Kinda want to take challenge with me. This is still a thing.
I wasn't gonna put on the armor, and I couldn't see anything else to do with it.
Fair enough. Oh, Lopez, my good man.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
You
Oh,
must
well.
know just about everything that there is to know about this place.
See, I have lived
Could
my
have been the
whole life
old
here in the service of the De Vasconcelos.
Do
Side
you know of
room
a
thing.
well anywhere around here?
Well, si, senor. This used to be a fortified villa. How can you last a siege without water?
Great. So where is it?
How should I know? The well was covered over in the last century. It was dangerous, you see.
Oh, come
You
on.
have no idea where it was?
None. It was hidden even before my grandfather's time.
You must have a vague idea of where the well is.
It must have been in the old house's courtyard, so that would put it around here.
Here? Okay. Now, how do we find it?
There might be a way. Let me think about it.
Think quickly, man. Think quickly.
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet, Senor Stobart. I shall give it more thought.
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet.
Okay, maybe
Catch
we
you later,
need to
Lopez.
go away and
Adios.
come back. Anything we can do with your hose at the back?
Nope. I wasn't going to screw around with Lopez's hose. now that we were getting on so well.
You say that, but you're going
I
over
didn't
to
like
it.
the idea of carrying 30 yards of hose around me, so I left it alone.
Why is it still selectable?
It was just a little utility room with no exit, unless you counted the window, and I didn't. It was a small mirror hanging over the sink.
Okay, that's new. Why do we need a mirror?
The mirror from Lopez's utility room. Yep, I was still looking great.
Okay. I wonder if I could go down and see the dogs. Apparently the dogs just want to eat. Any ideas on that well there, Lopez?
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet, Senor Stobart. I shall give it more thought.
You are rubbish, Lopez. I'm taking a minute.
I borrowed your mirror. I hope you don't mind.
No, senor. If you think it will be of help.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobart.
Mausoleum, maybe? Anything else that we can... Oh, no, it's just leaving... Oh, hello.
Down below the estate, I could see the sea stretching away. It was a beautiful sight, and looked a lot like the scene from the manuscript.
Okay.
I couldn't climb up there. High up in the dome were windows. I guess they might open them to make it less stuffy in there.
Look-see.
It was too delicate to move. Now that it had given up its secret, the glass squares in the lectern were just decorative again. Now what? There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again.
Maybe we need to light the candle.
Hanging from the ceiling was a huge yellowed candle. It looked really old and had never been lit.
16th century old? Definitely go with the candle. This bit here tells me it's going with the candle. Does that bounce light off anything? Suppose we could set this on fire. Huzzah! Feck. Shut the window, George. And then we'll do the same again.
The tissue was pretty charred, but the grease paint had done most of the burning.
Dun, 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 dun. Well, that's interesting. How long did we wait here? I kind of would have taken like a day to burn down.
The candle had burnt brilliantly, but only for a couple of minutes. Some kind
Or
of
a
special
couple of minutes.
formulation, I guess. And had yielded up this. A complex shape expertly cut in stone. I figured it was some kind of key.
So my question is, if they've got a candle snuffer, but yet never light the only candle,
The candle had burnt brilliantly, but
Why
only for a couple of minutes.
did they have such a long candle snuffer? Specifically.
It was a smooth, intricately carved piece of stone that had been concealed inside the great candle.
Should I go speak to Lopez again, maybe? Or the Countess? Let's try that, shall we? Right. There's a little bit. Lopez! Help
Hi,
me, my
Lopez.
good man.
Got a minute? Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Any ideas on
Any
that well?
ideas yet?
We are looking for a source of water, see?
Yes.
For generations, the Spanish country folk have had a secret way of locating water, even if it is meters beneath the ground.
Ah, you're not talking about water dousing, are you?
Eh?
You know, you get a stick and walk around until the stick twitches and dig there.
Oh, you've heard of it.
Yeah, I think most of the planet has. Okay, let's get a stick.
Uno momento. It must be a special stick, a Y of hazel.
Right. Do you have any hazel trees?
See? Here. That is hazel.
What is Hazel? What the hell did you point at? Oh. Let us go get a stick of hazel then, shall we?
I went over to find a suitable stick. I don't believe it. There wasn't a single usable Y-shaped branch on the whole damn thing.
Seriously.
So that was what I...
Okay then. Let's go talk to the Countess. Wait a minute. Always suspicious when something's still clickable.
I didn't like the idea of carrying 30 yards of hose. I went over to find a suitable stick. Aha!
Oh. Okay. How the hell that looks anything like that? I will never know. Anyway, Countess. How you doing, Countess? I found a mad key and
Hello again.
your
Mind
weird
if I sit?
candle.
Please, be my guest.
What do you make of this?
It looks like some sort of key. Where did you get it from?
It was buried inside the great candle in the mausoleum.
Inside it. What have you done to it?
I, lit it.
But it is irreplaceable.
Listen, the candle was to be lit in case of Moorish attack, right? Well, it burnt down in no time and revealed this key thing. Maybe that was the real purpose of lighting the candle.
What are you suggesting?
That lighting the candle was the equivalent of break glass in case of emergency.
Sentiment must not stand in the way of solving this mystery. You did the right thing.
Well, I suppose that tells me why the candles have been lit.
No way. I'll have a look
Right.
around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
Oh, Lopez, can you douse for me, son?
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
I got a steak.
Well, I got my divining rod. Now what?
Simplicity itself, senor. Hold the wand at the upper ends of the Y. Apply a little tension with your wrists so that the slightest movement of the wand's tip is clear, and walk slowly and steadily over the area.
Sounds easy enough. We'll find this well in no time.
Oh, thank God it doesn't want me to do it. You say there's been water in that entire yard. Wouldn't you find water as soon as you go over there? Or does it want me to do it? Lopez is having a wee cheat day, eh?
Senor Stobart, you've found something.
This is it. This is where we find the secret of the Templars. Hidden here for hundreds of years. Lost from the sight of man until now. The mystery is revealed.
It's a tin can.
I've been walking up and down with a twig in my hand, looking for a tin can.
It had water in it. That's what the dowsing stick must have detected.
I'd have to check with an archaeologist, but I don't think the Templars left that.
In truth, Senor Stobart, the loan was laid many, many years ago. This can could date back to the Napoleonic Wars.
Get rid of it and I'll try it again. Lopez threw the can away. It seemed to fall an awfully long way.
Is he throwing it in the damn
The
well?
splash at the end confirmed what we both suspected. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
It has been here all the time. All those years and nobody found it.
That seems to be
Stood
a
in awe
pattern.
for a moment, marveling at the secrets all around us.
I could have fallen down that.
You're trusting the old scrawny gentleman to hold your weight, George? You are a brave man.
The well had been lost for decades.
That
at
bit of
least.
lion's head
The
that the
air was
Bible
cool
references.
after the noon sun, but that's not what gave me goosebumps. I have a really, really bad feeling about this. Sometime in antiquity, there'd been a rock slide. Big ones. I wished I'd had a hard hat.
Okay, rock slide. Let's have a look at yon lion.
From a distance, the lion's head had been impressive. Close up, it was frightening. Hey, one of the fangs is a separate piece.
Grabbing on that fang.
I could hear the sound of a lot of stone moving, and I knew I was in danger.
Okay.
Oh, very funny, you psychos!
Senor Stobart! Senor Stobart! Are you all right?
It's okay, Lopez, I'm fine!
Hey, susto me has dado. You gave me a scare.
Nice try, Templars.
Into the unknown. If it will click.
I wished that I had Leary's flashlight now. It was too dark to see, and I had to rely
Why
on touch.
did we throw that away?
It just felt like a pitted stone wall. I'd almost been killed for the sake of a red herring. I wished that I had Leary's flashlight now. It was too dark to see, and I had to rely on touch. It just felt like a pitted stone wall. I'd almost been killed for the sake of a red herring.
Anything else? No? And what we got? Don't have any fire. Stone key maybe? No? I need a light, so... Do a torch. The only light's coming from there. Can we bounce it?
I realized I could use the mirror to reflect the light from above.
Oh, that's handy.
There, in the middle of the door, I could see some kind of socket. It looked like this wasn't quite the dead end it had seemed.
Now can we use the key on the door? You know, just saying.
I slid the stone key into the lock. There were buttons that turned the dials.
Okay. That's great.
I must have made a mistake. The lock... Damn!
Okay.
Oh, not another mistake.
How the hell am I supposed to know what this is?
Now I knew what I was looking for. It only took a few moments to find it. And there it was. A worked socket. As smooth and perfect as if it had been carved only yesterday.
Cool.
Now I knew what I was looking for.
Yeah, right. I think use the key, I get it.
I slid the stone key into the lock. There were buttons that turned the dials.
Okie dokie. We have a wee look. That's my eyes come in handy for once. There's our code, isn't it? XIV, XXVVI. That's got to be our code, isn't it? Wow, this thing came in handy for once. Let me just write these down. XIV, XXVI, I, and LXXXI. Okay, I was just thinking the Psalms, like Psalms 18:4 and all that sort of thing. 13:14.
Now I knew what I was looking for.
It's actually in there, which is nice.
A work.
Oh, shut up, George. It's actually just in the book.
I slid the stone key into the lock.
So the first one is...
There were buttons that turned the dials.
XIV. That's tell me if I'm right, I suppose.
I heard the sounds of the either that or the wall was going to.
So that's XIV. Oops. I really need to write better writing. So XIV, XXVII. There we go. Did the wrong thing again.
I slid the stone key into the lock. There were buttons that turned the dials.
So I suppose I need to do all three, don't I? All four. There's XIV. Oops. XXVII. Is there a VII? Oh, there's there. Huh. Next one. The next one's a big one. LXXXI. Oh,
Wrong
yeah.
again.
Right, so what am I missing? HIV. Oh, so it's just a VI, then the big one. Right. XIV. And then XXVI. So
Another wrong combination.
VII, not VI. VII this time. Just VI. I assume that will do for 0. And the LXXX malarkey. LXXXI, wasn't it? Hey, you may think I'm just doing this because it's a let's play. This is the way I do stuff even when I'm not talking to anyone. It's just random talking to myself. Okay, so we know that's right. That's great. That's another set. XVII, XII, XXV, 3, 1. So we'll do those 4, then we'll do 3, then 1, then XVII, XI. So that's quite a few then. Okay, so then 3 and 1. And 1. So glad it saves them as a combination. And XVII. We have XVII already? No, double XVII. XVII. XII. really should write things down better. And 25 double XV. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, yes!
Yes.
Bonus points for that, I hope. I knew the old Stobart fingerwork wouldn't let me down.
Oh, it's a room. I assumed that little middle part would come down. Oh, look, chess piece. Chess piece.
Before I left, though, there was one last thing to do. You won't be needing that replacement piece anymore, Countess. I found it with the children. You'll probably want to be alone for a while. I'll be out in the garden with Lopez.
Oh, wow. We've just rocked her world. She's like, what the hell?
George, welcome back.
Come in, Josh. It's good to see you again.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sure. What did you find in Spain?
Without Andre, we wouldn't have got this far, Josh.
Yeah, I know. The clues led to an underground chamber at the bottom of a well. The Templars had left a tapestry showing a chessboard. The white pieces were vastly outnumbered. There was a stream running across the board, and a Templar knight on a horse.
Does it mean anything to you, Andre?
No, nothing.
Oh, you're useless.
Maybe we should tell Andre what else you found, Josh.
There's a map and a Latin inscription to the west at the edge of the world.
Georges found that in a cave in Syria.
Yeah, where the assassin almost killed me.
Then we've got the burning of Jacques de Molay and the date, 1314.
From the window of the church in Montfaucon Square, one of the few places where nobody tried to kill me.
Then we have the image of a church that Georges found at the excavation. I don't recall anyone trying to kill you there either, Georges.
And finally we have the tapestry in Spain. Did I mention I almost got killed there?
Not yet, but I'm sure you're about to.
It was only my cat-like reflexes that saved me from certain death.
Cat-like reflexes, eh?
And while I was risking life and limb, where were you, Andre? Getting your glasses fogged up over an Etruscan vase?
That's enough, boys. Let me get back to saving the world.
Of course. My apologies.
He started it.
The Latin phrase are the words of Julius Caesar. He was describing the island of Britain.
Are you sure? The map didn't look much like Britain.
How come
It
Caesar
totally does
described
look like
Britain
Britain,
as
mate.
being at the edge of the world?
To the Romans, the Mediterranean was the center of the universe. Britain was a remote, unfriendly place, inhabited by blue-painted savages.
My people,
It
the
hasn't
Scots.
changed much,
They've stopped painting themselves blue.
except when they go to a football match.
They used an extract from a plant called woad, Isetis tinctoria. The Scots were using it until fairly recently in the wars with the English.
Fairly recently? I don't recall the Scots being at war with the English. How recently are you talking about?
I believe William Wallace's men used it in the 13th century. They might well have been using it as late as...
You can't remember, can you?
1314.
Ah, we're back onto that, are we?
Andre, what is it? What do you mean?
1314 in Scotland. The Battle of Bannockburn.
That would explain the stream on the chessboard. That's what a burn is. Right, Andre? As in Bannockburn?
Right, George. And it gets better. Tradition has it that the Scots were helped by a shock force of, well, can't you guess?
Knights Templar?
Yes, a group of outlawed Templars. They are said to have turned the tide for the Scots.
And it all ends at a church in the Isle of Britain at Bannockburn in a church.
What are we waiting for? I'll call a cab.
I can't go.
Andre, you've been loads of help, but
What George is trying to say is that you shouldn't feel guilty.
I was.
We understand you've got commitments. Oh, listen, we have to hurry. Let's go, George.
Awesome.
We'll see it through. Oh, and don't worry about us.
Oh, dear God, George. Point scoring. So I thought it was going to be Ireland or Scotland. Apparently we're getting both.
Where are you going, George?
Do I need to spell it out?
Don't snap at me. If you're going to take a leak, why don't you say so?
Okay, I'm going to take a leak. L-E-A-K.
Tickets, please.
Oh, hi.
Wait a minute.
That's a standard full-price peak return. Don't you have a senior citizen's rail card?
I rarely travel by train. My ticket is perfectly valid, is it not?
Well, yeah,
Wow.
but you could have saved up to a third of the cost.
I do not need to indulge in puffling thriftiness.
Blimey, you're a funny old bird and no mistake. Tickets,
Wow.
please, sir.
Here.
Off to Stirling, eh?
Yes, we are.
Well, I hope you won't be disappointed. It's a miserable place this time of year. Still, there's plenty of pubs and a lovely view from the
Lovely.
Thank you.
I don't want to worry you, but there was something familiar about that guy.
Are you sure? You're tired. Perhaps you're mistaken.
Maybe. But I didn't like the look in his eyes when he spoke to you.
It's one of the Templars from the bloody temple, isn't it?
Pardon me?
That's clearly a guy.
She must be deaf.
Yes, my dear.
Do you know what time we're due in Stirling?
6:15, but we're running 8 minutes late.
What's for the accent?
Do you know Stirling well?
Yes, I do. Is that where you two lovebirds abound?
Love birds.
Yeah, we...
It's one of the places we thought we'd stay on our holiday.
Be sure to visit the castle, won't you?
Oh, I'm sure it's a neat place. But we are not really interested in history, are we, George?
No. Is there a church called St. Ninian's at Stirling?
Yes, there
Ah,
is.
St. Ninian's.
And I know why you're going there.
You do?
Of course I do. It's obvious you're in love. You're eloping, and they say romance is dead.
We're going to Gretna Green for that, pal, no Stirling.
What's the book you're reading?
Oh, it's something I picked up at the station. A medieval detective story. Quite well written for that kind of thing. It's been out of print for years.
What's the title of the book?
The Crooked Crusader Caper by Molly Pegram. I assumed the author was a woman, but
Pegram.
apparently not. His real name is...
Professor Nigel Pegram.
That's right. Do you know him?
No, I never met him.
George is a great fan of these, though.
Would you believe that this clown's nose led us to being on this train tonight?
I would indeed.
No, honestly, it... You
Come
would?
on, this guy's clearly a spy.
You have an honest face.
Yep. That's a nose with a history, all right.
So you said.
Does the name Merlin mean anything to you?
Merlin, a master of illusions. Oh, you said Merlin? Then no, nothing.
Aye, okay.
Do you know what this is?
Yes, I do. A young friend of mine shook my hand with one just the other day.
Yeah? Well, that's outrageous. He should be shot.
Perhaps. Still, his intentions were good.
I'm sorry that you've been zapped by one of these things.
You shouldn't be.
This is clearly Can. He's you know, referencing the fact that you zapped him the other day, George. Right, before we do anything else, I'm going to cut it off there. I would absolutely love to play more, but I've got to shoot off, and I have been recording for about an hour and 10 minutes. So we'll pick back up, and we'll basically pick up exactly where we left. Oh. Maybe not exactly where we left off. I'll play it up to here though, and I'll restart basically just from the train itself. And I'll play through until we get to the same point. I'll do all the same conversation points, so we just start at the same point there. I'm hoping it doesn't take me too far back, but we'll see. As always, thank you very much for watching. Leave any comments, anything like that in the comment section. My name is Dragonwolf, and I am signing off. Thank you.